Hey everybody, welcome back to Leosophy. Mic's still messed up, so doing another camera one. 3 questions, I will jump right in. Let's see. What causes phobias? Well, there's 2 things. It's sort of a nature and nurture kind of issue. One, there are things that people just instinctively have an aversion to, and that's an important distinction because phobia doesn't just mean fear. A revulsion or a sense of disgust can constitute a phobia. For example, I made a video about trypophobia. Well, it's not a fear; it's a instinctive disgust response. Aversion doesn't necessarily mean terror, so that's important. So there are instinctive things that people just inherently are afraid of. But most phobias are psychological. They're due to trauma, usually in the more early developmental stages. So, generally speaking, arachnophobia is a great example. People argue that it's instinctive because of an inherent fear of things that are venomous. No, it's learned, and it's usually learned between the ages of like 2 and 8, and you see that a lot, especially at exhibits or shows like zoos and things like that. You'll see very, very, very young children who are fascinated with animals that their parents are afraid of, and you can almost see the child, like the actual process of them learning to be afraid of the thing that they're not actually initially afraid of. So it's very interesting. Most phobias, I would argue, are a result of either learned experience from parents or guardians or any other person that you learn from as a child, or from traumatic experiences as a child. That's about it. That's where phobias come from. That's what causes them. All right. Second question. What? Okay. Does alpha brain work? I was trying to read it properly because I've got the notes on my computer. And okay. Anyway, does alpha brain make you smarter? Well, I've never used it, but I do know that it's associated with acetylcholine production, and acetylcholine is a neurotransmitter that does have a relationship with cognitive function. If I remember right, the only ingredients are like choline and then something found in like some sort of Chinese moss, club moss or something like that. So those are both purported to increase acetylcholine. And when I said it purported, I mean they do. They increase acetylcholine. But whether or not that actually improves cognitive function, I don't think there's really been enough in terms of like trials and tests to confirm or deny that. God, I hate the way this camera angle is making my face look all pudgy. Let's see. Third question, just a sec. You talk at length about a Proto-Indo-European religion and language. Who were the originals? Nobody really has a firm grasp as to who the originals were, or their belief structure or anything. But the most prominent hypothesis, actually, like this question's inspiring me to ask other people that I think would know better than me. But the most prominent theory is the Kurgan hypothesis. So in the steppes, in sort of like East Central Russia, like modern day Scythia, which is it's like this big steppe that overlaps between like Eastern Russia all the way up to near Greece. In fact, the Scythians had a huge impact on Greek culture, and incidentally, the Scythians for a period were actually Buddhist. We know this from the iconography on their coins, which is interesting because Dharma wheels, there's sort of a connection there with the Proto-Indo-European religion because wheels and chariots are a huge, huge fixture of all those religions and all those structures. But the Kurgans are largely believed to be the progenitors of that view, the progenitors of literally Greek, Roman, Etruscan, Norse, Germanic, Anglo, Slavic, and even Vedic belief structures. Now, we don't really know for absolute certainty that is the case, but that's just the prevailing theory right now. So, yeah, I'd love to. I'm going to ask a few other people what their opinion is on the Kurgan hypothesis now. Yeah, like, share, subscribe, keep asking questions. Bye.